In 3 weeks, I'll be in Kenya with my sister Kathleen and her husband Dan and their team. I'm really, really getting excited about it. It seems like I've been trying to put it on the back burner all this time, so I have had so many other things on my mind. But one of the things I've been thinking about in my morning runs is about the first times I've run in Kenya. There's not a Kenyan anywhere that can run with me because even the oldest and the slowest of them aren't as slow as I am. And so I don't run with other people while I'm in Kenya. I run by myself. I've run with a friend that I took to Kenya once, and George and I had literally a time or two. We had lifetime runs in Kenya. But first time I ran in Kenya, I laid down to stretch on the concrete in the morning. Now, Kenya's right on the equator, so it's equidistant nights and days, and so the sun doesn't come up until almost 7 o'clock in the morning and goes down around 7 o'clock at night. And so you wake up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark, so pitch black to go out and run. I laid down to stretch at 5 o'clock in the morning out in the concrete. I looked up at the sky, and right above me was the Southern Cross. And I didn't remember ever having seen the Southern Cross at that point. And it was just this incredible start for this run. I took off and I started running out underneath these trees, and the trees were filled with black-faced monkeys. I mean, gazillions of the things, as they yelled and chattered and called down towards me. Then I turned up this creek bed. I was running up this creek bed, and this small antelope jumped out. They're called dik-diks. And he jumped out, and he started springing across the thing like a gazelle, just moving across, just incredible. And instead of watching him thinking what beauty, I was thinking to myself, as now the sun is starting to change the color of the sky, I'm thinking, I wonder what chased that dik-dik out of the creek bed. I wonder if there's a lion. Now, mind you, I was in an area where there hadn't been a lion forever. I was inside of a city. And even still, I mean, it was amazing that this little antelope was there still. But even still, I couldn't help thinking I'm in Africa. The Southern Cross is over my head. A little antelope, a little dik-dik just jumped out in front of me. Just maybe there's a lion getting ready to chase down this slow, chubby runner from California. And I think about everything that's out there ahead of me. I occasionally consider what it'll be like to die. And I always read people saying, you know, the number one way Americans want to die is asleep at home in bed. Not me. Not even close. If you hear that I'm in Kenya and I was chased down by a lion and gobbled up while I was out running by myself in the dark, I hope you'll celebrate with me. I hope you'll think to yourself, thank you, Jesus. Because so much better than just dying asleep at home in your bed. I know what it's like to have them call 911 in the middle of the night because I needed emergency help when I was asleep. And the thought of dying like that just never appealed to me. I don't know about you. I want to live. I want to live. I want to live to the full. I want to go out and I want to go in places where I can look up and see different stars in the heavens, where I can run and I can hear the chattering of monkeys, where I can be startled by what might be in the bush and by what's jumping out of the bush. I want to live. I want to know that there's an incredible purpose and an incredible calling on my life. I want to live. And I want to be involved with people who want to live. I want to be involved with people who are excited about today, who are excited about what's happening with life, and who are ready to go out there and aren't aiming their old age towards just retirement and laying down and hopefully dying in their sleep, but instead are thinking, man, how can I get ready to live? Today, are you getting ready to live? Are you thinking more about how you're going to die? Today, are you bankrolling for old age? Are you giving to that which will energize the adventure. Today, are you out in a spot where you never know what might jump out of the bushes? Are you comfortably warm with the blankets up around your chin? That's going to kind of determine the way you'll die, is my guess. I would invite you to come outside. I would invite you to the adventure that so many are living around the world, to look at different stars in the sky, to look at different animals and different paths around you, to get yourself ready for the adventure that you were created for. You weren't created just to die at home, alone, in your sleep, at the end of a busy life of working hard and paying off credit cards. You were created for an incredible adventure. You were created to be the miracle. Hey, this morning, get up, go out, be the miracle. And if you talk to my sister or her husband Dan, tell them thank you. Kathleen or Dan, if you watch us today, thank you. Overlake Christian Church, thank you for inviting me to go back to Kenya. I really didn't know if I'd get to go back. My 5th trip, I'm so very excited to go back. The only thing that would be better if all of us were going together. Hey, God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Go out and be the miracle. I'm so excited because for the time I'm in Kenya, I'm going to be doing my Motivated in 2 Minutes each day from Kenya. Maybe something will jump out of the wild while I'm recording. Wouldn't that be cool? I think about all the good people I'm going to get to meet. Whisper a prayer for the team that's going right now. God bless you. Have a great day.